Welcome back to my show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
I'm Dunbar.
And on this episode, we've got one special for Dunbar. He brought me back something because he says this is his beer. This is from Avery. It's the Reverend 10% Belgian Quad. It's been so long since I've had anything from Avery. As far as I know, you can't get it at all in the state of Tennessee.
Nope.
But,
Tell you what, I'm a slut for Avery.
Hey, a lot of places worse to be for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of
I can
Belgian
already
quads
smell it.
anyway.
I'll pour a little bit. I got a studio audience going on right now. Slide that one over there. Okay. Now, the last two quads that I had were pretty close in color to this. You smell that sweet booziness, kind of a cherry and almost a caramel in there.
Mm-hmm. You know, with the one thing you get with a lot of Belgian beers is bubblegummy goodness. I don't get that personally, but I know a lot of people do, and some friends of mine, they don't like it.
Well, it's that Belgian yeast that has that banana bubble gum. Oh, the aftertaste on something like this is where it's at. It's that linger. I get on a lot of Belgians, especially the quads. The Tripels a little bit, but mainly really the quads. I always get kind of that stone fruit apricot finish.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I really like about the Belgian-style beers is you get these flavors of things that aren't there.
Yep.
There's no apricot in this. There's no bubble gum. There's no banana. But you will taste those things in there. Now, you will taste caramel, but it's caramelized. It's not a piece of caramel they put in there.
They do put, there's something most are made Belgian candy syrup.
Yeah.
And that's where some of that comes from also.
Oh. Now, one thing I would say, you do taste an alcohol, but you don't taste what I would consider 10% alcohol. Mm-hmm. You're going to get a boozy flavor, but the alcohol doesn't punch you in the face. Really, the flavors don't punch you in the face, but everything is very forward and everything is very bold.
Yeah, it's not fusel. It's not alcohol hot.
No.
Yeah.
No. I didn't know that was the name of it.
What, hot?
No, the
Fusel. Yeah.
I might have known that. I'm going to use that more. There's a couple beers that I've drank that have that alcohol burn. Fusel. All right, there we go. That always on the adventure, man. It's weird that something can be so bold, yet so mellow. Mm-hmm. It's such big flavors, but I really wouldn't say anything's really overpowering. It just kind of marches by in sequence, and you taste these individual things as it goes away in your mouth, and it just fades from one to the next, to the next, to the next, until you just inadvertently, accidentally just start drinking more. Because that's one thing that I would say about this beer. You do just keep drinking it, which we were discussing before the video that we used to see these in bombers. And he made mention that he doesn't see them in bombers, and I thought that I don't see them in bombers as often either. I like bombers, but a bomber on 10% that drinks this smooth, you can get done up in a quick way.
Yeah, just go to bed.
Yeah, you got the nap juice right there. Overall, I'm as pleased as I've ever been with this beer. I'm I might actually like it better now that my palate's evolved even more over the years, because it's probably been a good 6 years since I had one of these. Gotta fix that.
Yeah.
Next time I'm out of town, we're just gonna have to start looking for more of these. So, all right. Well, we've been enjoying it. If you've been enjoying this video, smash that like button. It's really easy for you, but it helps us a lot. If you're enjoying it enough where you want to go ahead and subscribe, that'd be awesome. And you'll get reviews and stuff like that 3 times a week, sometimes even more. I got some interesting stuff planned. I will find what I can, interesting things about this in the description. Down there, you'll also see links to social media, our merch store, whatever fun stuff I can find about this. If you're a slut for Avery, let's talk about it in the comments, or whatever you guys want to see. Is there some other Avery beers that you'd like to see? Because we'll see what we can find. I'm always looking for help. When somebody asks me if I can find a beer in the comments, I generally start looking for them, because if you like it enough that you thought to ask me to look for it, it's probably interesting enough for putting on my show. So, love to talk to you guys down there in the comments. So let's get to my rating. Always the most important thing on the Beer Adventure rating scale. Did you dig it? I like this beer a lot. Yeah. Studio audience has never had this and gave us 2 thumbs up. So, would you have another? I think that goes without saying.
Please.
Does it have seekability? Yeah, it really does. It's hard for us to find this. So, you got to look for it. And as bad as it sounds, this was one of those that once I had it, I really want to have more of those. So, and I probably go on a little more beer adventures than you do, so I'll keep my eye out for them. Cool. You live down the road, we can find you some more. Is it pick 6 worthy? I would say beyond a shadow of a doubt. But if you're into a quad, this is probably worth having to have. Does it come in 6-packs or 4-packs?
6-packs.
Good. I know some of the high out, they tend to do 4-packs, but
they do 6-packs cans. I've seen them before years ago when I was had more access. They would come in 4-pack bottles. They may have changed since then.
No, and if anybody was interested, Avery's out of Boulder. So, they make a lot of good beer out in that area.
Yeah.
Wherever there's good water, there's good beer. Now, on my 1 to 10, 1 pint's the lowest, 10 pints the highest. As far as a quad goes, this is a 10. I don't know of any quad that I've had, and I've had a few within the last year or 2. None of them was I like, hey, that was decent. I'd like to have more right now, and I'll keep an eye out for those. I was like, hey, that's nice. I'm glad I had that. But it's not really hit me in the, ooh, I missed that. So that's why I'm giving it a 10.
Yeah, 10. This is my favorite commercial beer. I remember the first time I bought it, just off of the label, the Reverend, and I thought, oh, well, if the Holy Man is advertising it, then it's got to be good. And I was living in Denver, bought a 6-pack, 4-pack, or bomber, whichever. Maybe I don't remember. First time I bought it. And I took it back to my apartment, and man, I just, fell in love right away. And it's been great.
Hey, like I've said, a lot of beer is not just the beer itself. It's the memories and the things you were doing. It's that point in time that it's a connection. And other things don't do that for you.
No.
Beer does that.
Yeah.
Now, my studio audience, what do we give them? They're leaning in for a 10 too. This is a beast, and I love it. Thank you very much for sharing this with us.
Yeah, no problem. They also have a beer called the Beast, so
I gotta get that one too.
That's the Grand Cru.
Ooh,
I think.
Now we're hunting for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Until your next beer adventure. Cheers.